Hi students, coming to the next topic in database management system is aggregate functions. So what are the aggregate functions? So aggregate functions are the calculations. It's just nothing but a calculation on a set of values and returns a single value. So those functions you call it as aggregate functions. If you take any function, that function works calculate on a set of values and it returns a single value as a result. And it also ignores this aggregate function, whatever the function you are taken. So that aggregate function ignore null values except count. And it is used with the group by clause of the select statement. So if you want to access this aggregate function, we can use group by clause in the select statement. Select that function name and you can write that query by using the group by clause. So let us see different aggregate functions. So what are aggregate functions? What are aggregate functions? So which functions you call it as an aggregate function? AVG average, MAX max. So these words you call it as an aggregate function. So the shortcuts, you can use this AVG when you want to calculate the average of any data, any column. So you just write AVG. Instead of complete average name, we can use AVG as a function name, average, to find out the average of a given column. And the maximum, for maximum you have to use the aggregate function as a max. Min, to find the minimum value, we will use min. Sum, to find the total amount. Count star. So these are the different aggregate functions that are used in the database management system. So let us take one example. With the help of the example, we will see how these functions will work. So let us take an example. So here I am taking an example, employee table. Employee table means the relational name for this table is employee. So for this employee, you are having the set of fields, means the attributes, employee ID, employee name, and age, city. So let me write the values in that. Employee 1 E001, suppose we take ABC as one name and his age is 29 and city is Pune. Suppose employee is 02, PQR is a name and 30 is his age, Pune is the city. Employee 3, element 25, Mumbai. And employee 4, XYZ, and his age is 24 and he is also from city Mumbai. And employee 5, his EID is 5, STU, and his age is 32 and he is from Bangalore. So let me take another field for this is the salary. So they are getting total how much of salary. So we can work on this column. The aggregate functions will work on the salary. 20,000, 30,000, 5,000, 4,000 and 25,000. So these are all the salaries for this particular person with employee ID, age, and they lived in these cities. So this is a table. Let's work on this aggregate functions. The first one is AVG. What this function will do? AVG. So it returns the average of the data values. So it takes the complete data values and it finds the average on that. So the syntax for this average is syntax. So just you have to write this select is a statement, structured query language statement. Select AVG, and here you have to write the column name. So always we have to work on the column, not on the rows. So the column. So AVJ column name from, you have to select the table name. So this is a syntax for the AVG, average. Now let us take one example. So this is the example I had taken. According with the help of this table, I am just calculating the average. Select average from the column name, the salary. So in this column we have to find the average salary from employee table. From employee. So this is a syntax to calculate the average of a given column. So what will be the output for this? The output is average of salary is equal to how much? 16,800. So the total average of this column, this table is the 16,800. Now let us take the another example. So next one is the second one, max. So what this max function will do? It returns the maximum value for a column. So if you take any table, in that table, if you the particular column, in that column a maximum value will return with the help of this max. The syntax for this is select max, column name, you have to enter which column you want to find out the maximum value, column name from table name. So example, so in the previous table I am going to select maximum of salary from employee, from employee table. Then what will be the output for this? So in the previous table, maximum of salary. So what is the maximum value here? 30,000 is the maximum value. So the output is maximum of salary is equal to 30,000. Or else you can write another example like, for finding out maximum, I am taking another column. Select maximum of age. If you take age from employee. So then what will be the output for this? So what is the maximum age here? So the maximum age is 32 is the maximum age. So answer is maximum age is equal to 32. The maximum value, it will be displayed as an output. Now coming to the next function. So what is the next aggregate function? Minimum. What this function will return? It returns the minimum value from a column. From a column. So the syntax for this is just like maximum, instead of max you just write the minimum. Select minimum column name from table name. Okay, then what will be the, let's take the example. So select minimum of salary. So in the column name I am taking the salary from employee table. So what is the minimum value in the previous example? So in the salary column, what will be the minimum value? 4,000. So 4,000 is an output for this query. Means it retrieving the value 4,000 from the database table. Output is minimum of salary is equal to 4,000. So this is about the minimum aggregate function. Now let us see the next function. So that is a sum. Next aggregate function is the sum. So what this sum aggregate function will do? It returns this sum. Sum is nothing but addition. It perform addition of on some particular data values. So the syntax for this sum is syntax. So select sum, column name from table name. So let me write the example by the syntax by taking the previous example. Select sum, column name salary, I am taking salary from employee table. So this structured query language is just like a simple language. The name itself saying we are just asking select some salary from employee, and here we are mentioning some condition where city is equal to Pune. Means if you want you can give the condition. If you didn't give the condition, it calculate the total salary amount that is present in the table. Suppose for this syntax, select some salary from employee where city is equal to Pune. Means only the city Pune, it calculates the salary. So 20,000 plus 30,000, it gives the 50,000. So the output for this is 50,000. Suppose if you didn't mention the condition, select sum salary from employee. Just you are saying you have to calculate all the values in the salary from employee table. Here you are not mentioning the condition where city is equal to Pune, but I am just writing the select some salary from employee. So what will be the salary from employee? You have to calculate, you have to make sum on all these items. So 20 plus 30, 50,000. 50,000 plus 25, 75,000. 75,000 plus 5, 80,000. For 84,000. So you will get the output as 84,000. So based on the user requirement, the user can access the data from database. So you're just selecting with the help of this aggregate function. Now coming to the next functions. See, count. So what this function will do? It returns total number of values in a given column. So it just returns total number of values in a given column. Means in each column how many total number of values that are present in a given column. So let me explain that. The syntax for this is select, count. Here you have to write the column name. So which column you want to select? You want to count column name from table name. So let me write the example for this. Select, count. So column name, I am taking the employee ID from employee. So from employee table, I have to calculate the total number of columns, means employee IDs will be present. So here, this is the employee ID. So I have to calculate the total number of values in this particular column. How many total number of values that are present in the employee ID? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total number 5 employee IDs will be there. So the output for this is just count employee ID is equal to 5. So the output for this is this aggregate function is the 5. So let us take the last aggregate function, that is the count star. So what this function will do? It returns the number of rows in a table. So previously, whenever, if you didn't mention the star, whenever you say the count with empty braces, it returns number of values in a particular column. Okay, means it only returns the number of values that are present in a particular column. Whereas count star, it returns the number of rows that are present in a table. It taking complete table and it is counting the number of rows. Whereas count with empty braces, only particular column, how many values are inserted. So that is the difference. Don't be confused. Whenever the star is there, it calculate the number of rows that are present in the table. Whereas count with empty brackets indicates returns number of values in a particular column. Only concentrate on particular column. Star, complete rows. The syntax for this is select, count, star from table name. So let me write the example by taking the previous table. Select, count, star from employee table. So what are the total number of tables, the rows that are present in this employee table? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total number of rows that are present in this is 5. So output is count star is equal to 5. So these are the different aggregate functions. Thank you.